Yeah.
Let me ask you this, Governor, because we want to switch gears and get your take on this. Mexico City has begun to receive people from the migrant caravan. U.S. troops have set up barbed wire on the southern border. As former governor of a border state, how do you think this caravan should be handled?
Well, I think the president has made a terrible mistake. I think a miscalculation, especially a day before the elections. Instead of talking about the economy, the jobless rate that has gone down, wages going up, he's zeroing in on immigration that gins up his base that he already has. I think it's the wrong-headed policy, blaming Democrats, sending the military down there. I think it's going to be a big problem for him tomorrow.
Well, is the migrant caravan not an economic issue?
They are fleeing persecution. They're fleeing gangs.
I understand
and we have an asylum policy.
They're going to show up on the southern border, so they want to come into America. Is that an economic issue? I understand what they're fleeing.
They are. It's going to take till the end of the year for them to get here. They're poor people, women and children fleeing gangs and persecution. There's what? There's several thousand. That's not an invasion. I think what we need to do is have a sensible immigration policy that deals with those that are in the United States, stronger border measures. But we have an asylum policy, Maria, that you know, everybody abides by. Asylum
my point is really economic. My point is really economic because you've got one caravan and then another caravan and then another caravan. I mean, Steve Forbes, the numbers do eventually add up. I mean, when you've got people, illegals coming into the country and then just sort of assimilating themselves, ultimately there will be a need for health care, for food stamps, for, I mean, all sorts of benefits that are given to American citizens. Is that not right?
Well, the key thing is trying to get
reality is that they're going to end up in Mexico.
Right.
And these caravans, sadly, even those people are fleeing terrible conditions. The fact of the matter is these things are organized. They're done for a political purpose. Started in Honduras. A leftist there engineered that first caravan. And we've got to be prepared. We're overwhelmed now in terms of holding these people, but they cannot be allowed to come in. And I think the President's made that clear. We're not going to let them in.
Final word, Governor. Go ahead.
Well, I just think, you know, the president on this issue, I'm a border state governor. You know, there's been a reduction in immigration from Mexico, and it's now Central America. And these are individuals fleeing from poverty. I'm not justifying. They should come to the border and apply for asylum based on the law. They should be rejected if they don't meet the standards. But to say that they're an invasion started by Democrats in a situation that where they're fleeing gangs, it just makes no sense to me. And politically, it's going to hurt the president tomorrow. You watch.
Governor, it's good to see you this morning. Thanks so much. Bill Richardson joining us.